Hello all, this is part 5. I'm getting very excited now. He's gonna tell you what's going on tonight, but it's getting very close to a finished knife, and yeah, I'm very excited about that. So tell us what the plan is tonight.
Okay, thanks Wayne. How you doing tonight, folks? Well, since we've been off camera, I took a little bit of time and I did a little bit of finish grinding on these here blades. A little bit of more etch, so you don't need to watch me finish sand, and that's just kind of boring. But we've got 2 chunks of 1/4 inch thick by 1 inch wide nickel silver. We're going to make guards out of these. So what I do to make a guard on those is I just drop a center line, I take a punch, I punch 4 holes in it, I drill the 4 holes, and then I step up and drill bits until the holes kind of join themselves. Then I go with the files and I'll take and clean those holes up. The goal is at the end of the night here tonight is to get these guards to slide on and fit nice and tight, nice and seamless, and then we'll add a couple of nice beautiful chunks of spalted maple, stabilized spalted maple.
That's some pretty wood.
These guys might look alright by the time we're done. So stick with us, folks, and we'll move along. Guy upside down. He slides on there. He's about 1/2 inch away there now, eh?
Yep.
Squash pipe tool. Every shot must have one. Then I'm just tapping that guy in. That's going on some tight, so I'll snap it off and I'll file some more. But if we can see in that angle in there, that's nice and tight. And you can see how it's sort of squishing out away from the face of the guard now.
Yep.
So I know when I go to clean the face up that I'm going to get a nice tight fit. Well, she's inching on there, Wayne. Probably closed her up by about another 1/4 inch.
Yep.
I'll file a little more out, and we'll gander again. But she's going on nice and tight.
Yeah, that just take a little bit at a time because that's what matters.
2 or 3 file strokes might be the oops.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You could do this with power tools. I don't have the power tools, so I do them by hand.
That's a pretty neat way to get that back off of there. Well, I was wondering how you was going to do that.
Well, I just take a slice of that leather, and then that way there I'm not damaging the face of that guard before I got to go and clean a whole bunch of stuff up.
Yeah.
Want to see something cool? Transfer the pattern onto the leather.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice and tight there now, man.
Looks good. Now I'll take this and I'll knock this guy back off again, Wayne. Polish the face, and then we'll knock it back on, and that's where it'll stay until we get the handle ready to glue up. Couple of sideways scratches on there.
Polished. So that there is so you're not going to touch the front end of the knife at all, and she's nice and tight.
Well, at the end of the day, if I got scratches in here and I want to come in and fix them, if I get my thumb or anything down here, a piece of sandpaper, and try to scrub that out,
yep,
I'm going to hit that every time, and then I've got knife damage that I cannot get rid of.
Yep.
So if you can match 2 finished faces, do so.
Yeah,
and then
sure.
And then now we'll add a block of wood, and I'll finish it all together. I know a lot of guys that do it a different way. They'll shape their guard first, and they'll shape their handle, and then put it all together after. I'll get it all glued up, and then I'll attack it all at once, and you'll see that. So now when I go to drill that hole, Wayne, that's where my tang needs to land.
Yep.
I may even take it down a little further. I might even step it down this way a little bit and give myself a little bit more room on the top. Let's do that right now. So I gotta stay within this area here. I'll drill that out. That gives me enough for a glue joint. Get that guy in, and when this guy's all set up, again I'll go back to the drill press. I'll drill straight down through, pop a pin in that, glue it up, and then we'll shape the handle.
So we're all fitted there now, eh?
2 guards on, faces are polished. Now, Wayne, we are looking into getting number 2 to match with stick 2 Number 1 to match on stick 1. We'll get these guys drilled out. Make sure we can fit them on the tang, get a nice dry fit. Make sure that the shoulders, everything fits in nice and square, nice and tight. No gaps. Don't want to see any gaps. That's just terrible.
Yep.
And we'll get these guys fitted in. So this guy's not quite square, so I'll have to tighten up that end piece, make sure that those cuts fit in nice and everything fits on nice and square, dry. We'll mix up some epoxy, get these guys glued together, and wait till tomorrow so we can start finishing out some handles. So now, Wayne, I'll go and I'll line up the block to make vertical, so these lines are fairly consistent with what I'm seeing on my drill press. That way there I know I can get my lines down nice and clean. Be decent there. Get a hole started. And I'll make an adjustment for that other side. Now you can see, Wayne, I got a file bit, so now I'll just join them holes. That's pretty cool, man, because I've done that with a drill bit many times, but it doesn't go that easy. No, it's a real good way to break a drill bit off in a hole.
It is, yeah.
And that's not a lot of fun.
No.
So we got that guy rough fit, Wayne. It's not going on, which we like. Got that guy drilled down through nice and square. Make sure I get a nice tight joint on all 4 sides. If it doesn't fit up nice now, stop. Spend an extra couple of minutes, get that fit up, boys, because if you don't get that tight, somebody's going to see it. Yeah. If I pick it up, I'm going to see it. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a natural slope that way, and I make sure that I get enough on the bottom for a little bit of a natural slope. That's why I cut that guy off on a little bit of an angle. Not much, just slight. But now we'll get the other guy drilled out. We'll mix up one batch of glue and we'll get these guys clamped up.
So the handles are all fitted now. Time to do the gluing, eh?
All dry fit, Wayne. Now, I'll mix up some glue. Mix, mix, mix. This is the fun part. I want to try to ensure I get that hole full, so that when I put that handle in, it'll actually hydraulic itself. I don't want to see it sink right to the bottom. Clean that off. Try to get more down in there. It's fairly thick, so you gotta noodle with it.
Yeah.
What I'll do now, Wayne, is I'll just set that tang in that hole. I'll just let it hydraulic itself down in. Any squeeze out I get, I'll remove. I'll try to get it back in the hole, and I'll keep doing it until I know with confidence that there's no air in that. There, it stopped. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time I let that hydraulic down on its own before, it would
go right to the
bottom.
bottom.
It would go right to the bottom. It won't go to the bottom now, so I'll take the rest of the squeeze out. That tells me that that's full. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Totally.
Makes sense to me. Then I'll eyeball it for straight. It's pretty darn good. Make sure I'm not getting any glue on that blade. Square him up a little wee bit. And that. Looks pretty good to me, bud.
The second one in the clamp.
And again, clean up some of that squeeze out.
That's the finished step before setting it to dry, eh?
Yeah, I just use a little bit of window cleaner on that because I use a water-based epoxy. Got to make sure that I get no remnants, because after that epoxy sets up, It's some kind of hard to get that cleaned up. We're allowed to love them now. They've been tempered twice.
They're all out of the clamps now.
Yeah, while we were off camera, Wayne, the glue dried.
Yeah.
It's incredible what time will do, eh?
Yeah.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the backside of that, I'll square it up nice on the belt, and then I'll come back to the drill press, and I'll drill a hole down through here, make sure I get down right down through the tank.
Yeah.
We'll glue a 1/8 pin in there. I'm 100% confident with this glue joint, but just to add a little bit of insurance, we'll put a pin in there, and then I'm guaranteed that that wood is not coming off of that handle. Handy there, catch the bottom of the tang. Gob super glue. Insert pin.
Brass pin, 1/8 inch.
Nickel silver.
Nickel silver, nice. I suppose it matches the.
I got glue come out that side. I got glue out that side.
Quite a difference in just the initial grind. It can take no time.
Across that 220. I can come in and do a little more contouring. What I want to do at this point now is get the other knife pretty well handy, the same shape. That way there, if I gotta make a move on one or the other, I don't have a whole lot of material to move to do so. But that wood's starting to pop now at 220.
Yeah.
Beautiful piece of wood.
I feel like a lucky dog right now. To see the progress of this and be able to hold it. And this is rough ground. I mean, yeah. But it's almost scary. I feel like I might drop it, so I'm going to pass it back.
Gravity!
Yeah. There it is at 400 grit. And he's starting to shine. Wow. There's 1200 right there. Gorgeous, gorgeous wood.
I didn't do anything with the end yet. I'll usually clean them up by hand because I have a hard time not burning them on a belt.
Yep.
Only takes me
and
a couple.
grain.
Yep. Only takes a couple minutes to clean them up by hand and round the back end off a little wee bit. We're pretty well good to go. Thanks for being so patient.
So that's after the 1200, and that's buffed out now. Wow, what a sweet blade. A lot of work and sweat went into this, and skill.